Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad y'all could stop by. But let's get started. So for my eyebrows, which I did off camera, I used the Beauty Bakerie eyebrow gel, which is actually so good. Like, it's dark, it does not smudge, and it's absolutely amazing. But anyways, for my eyeshadow, I'm doing the usual. I'm prepping my eyes with LA Girl Pro Concealer and Fawn, and then I'm going to use a setting powder to set that, and then the eyeshadow will proceed. Now, as of late, I've been like super obsessed with Beauty Bakerie and the brand in general. And this is just the palette I've been seeing on Instagram, their Dual for the Gram palette. And I'm going in with that color that I'm pointing at. These colors don't have names, so please bear with me. And I'm just putting that on my crease area. And that's what we're going to use as a transition shade. Oh, and the palette's really good, by the way. I did want it to be like a first impressions, but my phone was messing up, so I wasn't able to like share my final thoughts. But just know it's a really good palette and you will not waste your money. It's really good. Okay, so then I went in with this darker color because I don't know if y'all could tell, but that initial shade literally blended into my eyelid. It was my exact shade. So I went back in with this darker color and I kind of saw like the depth that I was looking for. And yeah, just putting that where it needs to go. And then I went in with this yellow shimmery color, which was honestly the reason why I bought the palette. Like, the pigment was so unreal. I was like, I have to have it. Like, I had to. And so that's the color that I'm using on my eyelids. And like I said, the pigment is like ridiculous.
This is cute. I'm sorry, Mr. Meeple. I'll clean that up. I don't know what I can do about the ghost lady that came out of it, but
It's pigmented.
yeah, that right.
This stole cursed people. That's my business.
Okay, so now that eyes are out the way, it's time for the next step, and that's foundation and primer. I'm using Fenty Beauty, my favorite fucking beauty brand ever, to prime my face, and then I'm gonna use Bobbi Brown, the foundation, as a primer. And I said primer as a foundation, and my shade is Almond in the Bobbi Brown foundation. And I'm going to use a beauty sponge to blend that out because I don't really like to use brushes. I'm more of a sponge kind of girl. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm blending it out, basically. Now for concealer, I'm using the GOAT of all concealers, LA Girl and Fawn, to highlight the areas that need to be highlighted. And yeah, I have been shopping around and, experimenting with concealers and stuff. So I haven't used LA Girl in like a minute. But it's like, now that I've used it, I don't even know why I ever stopped. It's like so good. Everything about it. And it's like $4. But yeah, and I'm using the same beauty sponge I used for my foundation. No biggie over here. And I'm blending that out. Make sure your beauty blender is, not beauty blender. Make sure your beauty sponge is very damp so you can have a much smoother finish and be able to, move the concealer where you need it to go. But yeah, and then I'm going to use the Black Radiance contour palette And I'm going to use that to contour, basically chisel my face up. Now to set all those layers and layers of concealer, I'm using, I think, the Beauty Bakerie Flour Powder. And I have the yellow one, and it's really, really good. And like I said in my previous videos, when I'm setting my face, I don't bake, number one. And number two, I press it in. I don't use a brush to like wipe it off because I feel like it leaves like brush marks on my face. I just found that using a beauty sponge to set my face makes it like much smoother. And y'all should try it sometime. And I'm also doing a little reverse highlight over here to get that cheek chiseled as possible. You know, you want it to be, looking like a fish. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has to be like hella chiseled. And after all that, I'm going to set my face with the NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray. It's never failed me, never will. And I'm going to do my lashes off camera, and I will be back. So now, using my Wet n Wild waterproof eyeliner, I'm just using that on my bottom lash line, you know, because I want my eyes to stand out a bit more, if that makes any sense. And then now to highlight, I'm using Auntie Jackie over here. I really must say, Jackie Aina, she really did, like, this highlighter is definitely something for the books. I have the LeBronze one, even though the La Peach one is definitely more popular, but for me, I like more of a bronzed highlight, so LeBronze really just had my name all over it. And when I got it, I was not disappointed. It will last me forever because you literally, all you need is a speck. When I tell you a speck, that is like all you need in order to have the bombest highlight. I get compliments every time I have this on, so Jackie really did it. She got some points for that. She did. Anyways, for my lips, I'm using the Milani liquid matte lipstick and a lip liner from the Beauty Supply. It's a bit brown, just a regular brown lip liner. And you know, of course, using the lip liner, and then I'm gonna apply the matte lipstick. And yeah. And so for the final touches, I'm just using my eyeliner to like put some beauty marks where they need to go. And this is pretty much the final look. If you've made it this far into the video and you've not subscribed yet, I just don't know what you're doing. I really need for you to subscribe because it's evident you like what I have to offer. And why not? But thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. And I'm trying to hurry up because the video's already finished. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, and everything I use will be in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.